Last year, the biggest news was that Ripple, one of the world's leading technology companies, became the technology partner for the National Bank of Georgia's Digital Lari pilot project. The company is a leading cross-border payments network that helps financial institutions integrate blockchain technology and mint digital assets. Ripple's CBDC platform stands out for its ability to provide central banks, financial institutions, and governments with holistic end-to-end solutions. The company is currently conducting 5 pilot programs with different countries, governments, and central banks.
Hey, everybody. It's Eri from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And wow, she talked fast. That was an exclusive interview with Ripple's VP of Central Bank Engagement, uploaded 3 days ago. Fewer than 300 views. So yeah, we're going to learn exactly what blockchain central banks are using with Ripple. And also, it's pretty important to understand the details on this, and I'll explain why. We'll also learn that in the second clip, this hasn't yet finished the planning stages. The market is back moving into the green with Filecoin and HBAR really pushing some impressive gains, 15% up on the 24-hour and 10% up on the 24-hour. We have Bitcoin at 51,580 at the time of this recording. XRP is still rather stuck in the low 50-cent range. In this video, you're going to learn about a new ODL, on-demand liquidity solution that's being built from scratch. No, it's not Ripple, and they will use the digital asset XRP as a bridge. I did a series of 5 videos on quantum cryptography just about a month and a half ago. And you can see that Apple has announced that it will apply post-quantum cryptography to the iMessage. Yeah, everybody is preparing. There was a scathing article written about Gary Gensler by a former member of Congress. He was in the Transportation, Treasury, and Independent Agencies Subcommittee, which is under the House Appropriations Committee. And he says that President Biden and the Democrats in Congress should consider appointing a new chair to restore the SEC's integrity with a balanced, reliable chairman. Santiago Velez, who announced yesterday with Flare Networks that they are launching a futures contract decentralized platform. It's going to be the world's first compliant futures platform. Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. He was on Real Vision hosting for Raoul Pal and had the head of strategy at Kraken. And you want to hear what he talks about when he looks at the indicators that everyone really who knows what they're doing is paying attention to with the Bitcoin ETFs. Have a listen.
One thing I'll add here is that the number that people are going to care about when it comes to thinking about the impact of Bitcoin price is often going to be that creation redemption flow. And so people have been for weeks now posting on a daily basis how many net inflows are coming into this into these ETFs, and they're measuring that as the change in assets under management. And so in the last, call it, I guess, month and week now, we've had over $5 billion net inflow into these ETFs. And so that's $5 billion of net demand for Bitcoin. As a reference point, I think GLD, the gold ETF, the most popular one, amassed something like a few $12 billion, I believe, over a period of 3 years. Wow. And so we think that Bitcoin is already tracking to break all kinds of records when it comes to demand for the spot commodity itself. So that's really what a lot of people are focusing on in short-term performance lately.
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm going to have you listen to now kind of an AMA where we just really had a casual conversation to find out what is going on at Solidify. And wow, I was so surprised. So there is a brand new on-demand liquidity solution being built from scratch that's going to use XRP, the digital asset, and a lot of other really surprising things. This is a short, condensed clip from about a 30-minute conversation that I had with the co-founder. Yeah, it's really good stuff. Enjoy.
So you are working on the XRP ledger, and it might then also incorporate the hooks from Zahao. And you talked early on in our conversation that you're also integrating with F assets. So that would be Flare Networks. So that's really an ecosystem of 3 that's going to be able to facilitate a solution for you.
My name is Ferdi. I'm from the Netherlands, and I have a background in architecture. I studied architecture at the TU Delft, and I've been on the sidelines for, I think, about 2 years, 3 years perhaps, until the Flare airdrop occurred. I thought, this airdrop came to us, and I thought, okay, I need to do something, give something back as a token of gratitude. Just receiving all this money. Now let's do something with it, something positive, make a difference within the crypto community. I know a little bit of programming, and let's get familiar with programming in Web3. And so slowly a app started to emerge, which was a crypto wallet for XRP and Flare and Songbirds. And I started playing around with this, and this all actually came because I use so many different platforms, different tools, different websites, different mobile apps. And I thought, how cool would it be to bring all of these things into one place? And so the Solidify wallet emerged. More features got added. XDC also got added when Enosis started to announce their new bridging feature to Songbird. I thought, okay, let's build in XDC as well. I've been interested in the project for quite some time, and thought this is a great opportunity to add it to the platform as well. We're now in the development of 9 different companies that have emerged out of the mobile app. So it's a great project. We're very passionate about it. And what we're trying to do is to build a financial ecosystem. So as of today, this is something that I wanted to announce for quite some time. But since you invited me for this conversation, finally today, I can announce that Solidify Labs is live and we're open for business. It's a software development company that is aligned with the F-Asset system. So currently the Flare network supports about 18 different blockchains. Right now, the Solidify wallet supports 4 in total. Now we want to extend that to 18 different platforms. But Solidify Labs will actually be able to develop applications for all of these chains that the Flare network also supports. So as the Flare network grows, we're also growing along with it. So anyone who needs an application, a mobile app, an NFT platform, things like that, will be able to deliver that. And so this is a whole new company registered in the Netherlands. And we're really excited about that. We have gathered a great team of developers, project managers to set this all up. So this is live as of today. And yeah, this is a very exciting first step. So we also had the idea to be involved in cross-border payments. Of course, we have been inspired by Ripple and what they're doing with cross-border payments and using XRP as a bridge asset. And from our own network, we have a few clients that actually are interested in this as well. So I'm also happy to announce that Solidify FX is in the process of getting registered within the Dubai International Financial Center. We had our pre-application approved by the regulator, the DFSA. And we're doing something very similar that Ripple is doing. We're building our own ODL system from scratch. So we're using XRP as a bridge asset. We're partnering with different exchanges around the world to facilitate cross-border payments. Our first step will actually to register the company in Dubai in DIFC and start with business-to-business cross-border payments, utilizing XRP as a bridge asset. It's a big project. It's not easy to get a license here in Dubai. The regulators are pretty strict. Before you're even allowed to perform any financial transactions, you need to show that, what you're doing is not something dodgy. It needs to work properly and according to our expectations. So we'll be entering a sandbox environment for a period of 3 to 6 months, where they'll be looking at how we're performing, how we're doing the compliance and all of these things. So just like Ripple, we have a compliance-first approach, and we're making sure that all these things are in place before we actually launch the company. But Solidify FX is coming, and it will be within the next 6 to 8 months.
Ferdi, I want to say congratulations. That's just wonderful to hear. how you've progressed and where you're going.
Thank you. Yes, it's a really exciting journey, starting from being an observer of the crypto space to being hands-on, and it's been fantastic. And to work with the community, it's been a wonderful journey so far.
You're going to hear the 2 short clips about Ripple's POC. This is the proof of concept, well, the early stages at least, that they're doing with the country of Georgia. And it's important to understand the technicals. If you're a Ripple shareholder, it's fantastic news that they're working with all these central banks. If you're an XRP holder, well, there's really not anything that is engaging with the public ledger. They're using a private ledger, and it is a hybrid based on the technology of the XRP ledger. So you're going to hear that clarification. And as a digital asset holder, yeah, that's important to understand the difference. But before we fully go into that clip, we're going to jump into a little bit of fluff, which is connected to the wave of innovation. This is the Gold Coast event that's going to happen in Australia in 2024. There's a brand new sponsor. It's pretty exciting. And if you're going to the wave of innovation and you are the first person to guess who this important ecosystem contributor is, that's a hint, by the way, I'm going to bring with me some Kit Kats, some of the rare Japanese Kit Kat flavors, for the first person who guesses the correct name in the comments on my X feed. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
Georgia's it's a beautiful country, a lot of culture, and I think the economy is moving in the right direction. So to me, it's a very interesting place to visit for lots of different reasons. So very happy to be here. So basically, the technology that we're creating for the digital Eri is a private blockchain, but it's based on the technology used in the public blockchain. So the public blockchain that we use is called the XRP ledger. It's a publicly available open source blockchain technology. And what we do for each country we're working with, we create a new private version. So you can only use the blockchain if you are permissioned to do so. So we've got, the advantage of that is the XRP ledger technology is proven. It has been processing billions of transactions. But central banks like to have things a little bit more private. So we have created a private version. So it's a little bit of a hybrid, to answer your question. But
definitely it's absolutely independent platform, which is specifically performed for each project where you evaluate.
Yes, yeah, exactly right. So this is really a planning phase that will take really from now until the middle of the year. And then from that point through probably for another maybe 7 or 8 months from then will be phase 2, which is when we actually do the pilot. And then at the end of that phase, which would be sort of towards the middle of 2025, I can't predict the outcome, but I'm always an optimist. So if the things go well, then I think the MBG will have to make some decisions on what they want to do next. Do they want to expand, do different use cases, or so forth? So our role as a technology partner and bringing our experiences, we'll work in a sort of agile way with the national bank. You discover things as you go on these journeys, but that's broadly the time frame. So the next few months planning, and then the following sort of 7 or 8 months is the real pilot.